Hi crafters, welcome back to Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe. On April 25th, I shared a video tutorial on my blog on how to make this book box cover, or book cover box I should say, and it holds 3.5 by 5 inch note cards and envelopes. If you missed it, be sure to go back to April 25th to get the dimensions on how to make that. Today I'm going to show you a similar project. However, our book box this time holds the standard A-2 size cards. These are the standard 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch cards, as well as the envelopes. And I do have 6 in here. I'll quickly show you these, but I'll go back to them in another blog post. Happiest of birthdays to you. Happy birthday. That features the watercolor words. You can see I've used the Birthday Bouquet Designer Series paper and Birthday Blooms stamp sets. And my final card actually matches the cover. The Birthday Bouquet Designer Series paper is retiring, so you will want to get it soon if you love it as much as I do. It will be sold while supplies last only. The Birthday Bloom stamp set will carry over, and right now these featured products are on page 9 of the Occasions catalog. So let's get started so I can show you how to make this book cover box to hold your standard A2 size cards. I do have some templates, and I will show you these again at the end of the video. But basically, it's using 2 sheets of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. My first piece has been cut to 6.5 by 11 inches. So I'm going to set my template aside, and remember I will show you those again later. So I want to score now at 5 inch and 6 inches. Okay. And you can see that this is actually the book cover part. And my second piece is 6 3/4 inches by 8 inches, and I want to score 1 inch along all 4 sides. Again, I will show the templates at the end of this video, so you'll be able to get all the measurements. Okay, so there I have my 2 pieces. I'm going to move my Simply Scored scoring tool out of the way. I'm going to use my bone folder and fold on all of these score lines. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it over. So this is going to be the bottom of my box, okay? Everything will fold in. So this is the bottom of my box. I'm going to use my scissor snips and cut these 1 inch vertical score lines. Notice the whole box I'm holding in a vertical position. So I'm going to cut on those vertical score lines, and I'm even going to cut out a little triangle there also. It just makes it a little bit easier to line up the tops of the pieces when we actually fold the box. So again, you're holding your box in the vertical position and snipping at the 1 inch score lines, as well as cutting a slight triangle out. Okay, so now we have that. Now I'm going to use, well, you could use the adhesive of your choice. I think I'm going to use the Tombow multi-purpose glue. And I'm still working from the back side. I'm going to put some glue on these 4 small tabs, and then I'm going to be folding these tabs inward to form my box. Okay. So there's 1 corner, 2 corners. You want to make sure you're lining up the sides and your tops when you fold those flaps over. Okay. And same thing on the other end. You're folding those small tabs in. That gives you a nice finished look on the outside on each of the 4 sides. And there it is. Okay. My next step is, whoops, that one's not quite dry, so I'll give that a moment. You could also use the white tear and tape with this. You could use our Fast Fuse. Any good strong adhesive will work well. Next, I'm using our tear and tape, and I'm going to put this on one long side, and I want it to go along the very top edge. I love this, that you can just quickly and easily tear it like that. And then I'm going to go along the bottom edge of that same long side, end to end. Okay. And then I'm also going to go along the bottom of the box, and I will do each of the 4 sides. If it's easier for you, you can actually put this white tear tape on your box bottom and that one long side before you actually put your box together, before you fold those corners in and shape the box, if that's easier for you. Okay, so I have that done. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to pull off these tabs. And I went over with my adhesive a little bit, so I'm just going to fold that back. Won't matter at all, it won't be seen. Okay, now I'm going to put this in what I call the binding area. Okay, and note that the box is not quite as tall or long as the cover is. So when you do this, you actually want to make sure you're centering it with probably just a little bit at the top here and a little bit at the bottom. I'll make sure mine's in there straight before I push it down too hard. Okay, so there you have that. Okay, but now I'm going to pull off the strips on the back, exposing the adhesive. It's always harder pulling these strips off when I have my nails done. Okay, and then I'm just going to fold that down and press it in place. Okay, so there I have my main box. Okay, and again, I will show you the dimensions, so no worries there. Now let's go ahead and decorate the box. I'm using mint macaron, and I've got a piece cut to 6 1/4 by 4 3/4. I'm going to pull out my snail. And put that on the front of my box. And again, if this is easier for you to decorate the top before you actually put it on the bottom, you can do that, but it really doesn't hurt to do it afterwards. Just be gentle. My designer series paper. Okay, now to decorate the center, I'm using my Oval Collections Framelits dies. If you were to count starting with the smallest oval in the collection, I'm using numbers 2 and 3. So let me get out my Big Shot. And I'm going to cut my Blushing Bride cardstock with the larger of the 2 framelits. Okay. And then I'm also going to cut my white one at the same time, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it so that I can center it. Again, the stamp is from the Birthday Bloom stamp. Oops, I got a little smudge there, so I'm going to flip it over. Okay, much better. Lay this on my Big Shot as well. Not sure how much of this you can see in my screen. Okay, centering that, and that way I'm just having to roll these through the Big Shot once by doing both at the same time. I usually roll back and forth just because. And you can see they pull out quite nicely, very easily. Okay. The Oval Collections Framelit dies are retiring. You can still get them. They are still available as of today, May 10th, and they are $27 for the collection. Okay, next we're going to do a bit of watercoloring, but instead of using an aqua painter, we're going to use the Wink of Stella brush. And it is the clear brush. We sell it in both gold and clear. And I'm using the clear. Okay, so what I'm going to do is open it up. I'm going to pick up the Blushing Bride ink and just start coloring or painting in my flower. And I'm not sure how well you can see this, but not only is it picking up the color, okay, I'm backtracking here just a bit. My videotape, when I seemed to cut off at about this point, so I redid the part. I was redoing the part that did not record the first time, and unbeknownst to me, it happened again and turned off after just 53 seconds. I have no idea why that's happening. So anyways, I'm just going to finish this up, and hopefully this will not stop recording this time, because I want to be able to wrap this up and get it published for you. Okay, so there you have it. I am going to use some snail to put the Blushing Bride oval on my box top. And then I'm going to use a couple dimensionals to adhere the oval that we just stamped and painted. And there you have it. I'm all finished. Let me give you another quick look at the cards. There's 6 different ones. The first is like the cover of our box. Here's the second one: birthday, celebration, retirement, anything that calls for party or celebrating. Happiest of birthdays. This happy birthday greeting is from the watercolor word stamp set. And then Dear Friend, also from the Birthday Blooms stamp set. And one last time, take a look at the dimensions. The book cover for the box is 6.5 by 11, scored at 5 inches and 6 inches. And remember, this box is for the standard size cards, the A2 cards. And the base of the box cut at 6 3/4 inches by 8 inches and score at 1 inch all the way around. And just a reminder that these dark heavy lines are where you'll use your scissor snips to do the cutting to assemble your box. So there you have it, a very nice gift for somebody. Perhaps wrap it up with a bow and sign a personalized hand stamped card or gift tag, and you're all set. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I hope you give it a try. Thanks.